Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex with the Creative Llama. If you see the red live box above my head, that means I'm live. If you don't see it, you are just catching the replay. Come on in because we are going to be creating a cute snowman, whatever you want to call it, with this month's club transfer. Okay, so I'm going to go over all the details here in just a second. But let me find my live. Let me pull it up so I can read your comments. And then let me get it shared into the broadcast channel. You're going to want to be in the broadcast channel because that is where, if you're in the know, you want to be in there because that's where I go live. That's not where I go live. That's where I let you know when I'm live. But I also share other things in there as well throughout the week. So let me get this copied. Let me get this sent over in there, and then we are going to get started. I hope everybody's had a fabulous Tuesday. We have been busy. We've been cutting. We have been doing all the things around here. So as y'all pop on, say hey. We are going to be crafting with the club transfer tonight. So this is the club transfer. You're going to get, this one is called Winter Wonderland. So you're going to get this cute little snowman scene transfer. And then this is, you're going to be your accessory for this month. Excuse me. This is going to be your accessory for this month. So, get myself all settled over here. Hi, Jennifer. So this is like a faux window frame, which I love this. Hi, Dolores. It does come with a hanger. We're not going to use this tonight. We are going to use the shelf sitter option of this. So, yay, Lisa. That's so exciting. Hi, Donna. Hi, Maria. So, I made a shelf sitter version of this to where it will stand up and just sit up. So that is what we're going to do tonight. I don't know quite sure what color we're going to do the window pane, but I also have the sled and the snowman that matches. Both are 25% off tonight. So I'll give you an option to claim at the end. Hello. Yes. Comment the word November. That'll get you the supply list. So here's what I'm thinking. We're going to paint the background white, right? Paint the background white. And then I was thinking of using something borrowed as the window frame color. What do y'all think? Well, let me know. And something I did do is I went ahead and I put a frame on the backer board so that way you knew exactly where to line up your transfer and it wasn't a guessing game. So since we're going to paint this white, I am going to wipe this down and get all that glue off. But we really just need to paint the inside of the square or the rectangle, right? This doesn't matter because the frame I have is going to be glued right on top, right? Hi, guys. Hello. Alrighty, let's pull out our bright white paste and we are going to start painting this background. I'm going to spray a little bit of water on my surface to help thin out my bright white paste. Hi, Callie. How are you? And we are just going to paint this right on here. How's everybody doing? How was your day today? What did y'all do? Did you work? Did you craft? What did y'all do? Y'all are so quiet. I was talking about this last night. I do not like this time change. I am struggling with it so bad. At like 12:30 today, I thought it was, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, hi, Marcy. Hi, Doreen. Thank you so much for sharing. Hi, Cheryl. How is your trip? Y'all, Miss Cheryl is in the Philippines right now on a vacay, and I'm so jealous. I hope she's having a fabulous time. But we are just painting the inside of the square because that's all we're going to see. I did that intentionally. That way you didn't have to paint the whole thing or try to line it up perfectly and then not get it in where it's supposed to be. So that is done intentionally. I feel like I'm like out of breath for some reason. Ooh, yay. Painting the moose trio. Beautiful. I love that thing. Oh my gosh, y'all. I've been telling y'all, I appreciate y'all's patience and I truly mean it. One of the weeks that I had, y'all claimed a bunch of stuff, took me forever to cut. And so I finally finished up that week. So now I'm on the week of the quilt stocking. So those should go relatively quick. I should be able to get things knocked out a lot faster now. But holy smokes, I never thought those orders were going to end. Everything black on your end. Ooh, took an exercise class. Hi, Leah. Hi, Lynn. So we're going to put this on top, and we're going to chalk the transfer in black, I think shimmer black. So what color frame should we do? Yay, I'm so glad y'all love the Christmas box. I was telling Shelly when we were packing it up, I was having some doubts. I was a little afraid if y'all were going to love the Christmas box or not. Because it was a little bit different than what I've done in the past. But I hope y'all love it. So what color should we do the frame? I was thinking we could do the color of the month, which is Something Borrowed. Okay, they've never included the color of the month in a club kit before, so we could use that, which I think would be really pretty. Or we could do like a red frame, a black frame, whatever color frame. Oh no, you're sick. A winter blue color. Miss Lynn, yes, y'all. So if you didn't see my post last night, after I went live, I got an email saying that my machine, my second laser, had shipped. And y'all, it was already in Texas today. So the plan is to have it here on Friday, and we'll move it in on Saturday. So that's the plan as of now, unless things change. So the machine should be in the house Saturday, and hopefully I have to order one thing for it. And once that comes in, then we should be up and going. We are doing the club transfer. So this is a surface that I created. It's very similar to the one that comes in your club kit. This is the hanging option. This one is going to be the shelf sitter option. Yes, it's very exciting, Miss Leah, because I'll get myself caught up. It's been a little stressful. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Dawn. So yeah, the machine is in Texas. Isn't that so exciting? Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would ever need 2 machines. Yes, Marcy, I'm going to do this transfer, I think, in the shimmer black, shimmer shadow. Oh no, Miss Dolores. Okay. I apologize. A lot of times my messages get lost. But I will do my best to remember to when I hop off to message you. Okay. So, and see, this piece is going to glue to the back of the frame, and then it's going to stand. I know, Cheryl, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's needed. Because y'all, I work till about midnight every night, sometimes later, and I get up at like 8, and we cut all day long. So, as I've been telling y'all, I appreciate y'all's patience and support and understanding. It's a great problem to have, but I feel horrible that things are taking so long. All right, let's try this. So we're going to use the color of the month. Okay, so typically with color of the month, it comes in the jars like this, and you can purchase the color of the month with an order of $75 or more. Okay, so you add $75 to your cart. Then when you're in the checkout process, or before you start the checkout process, you'll be able to add this to your cart. Okay, so this is the color of the month called Something Borrowed. We used this last week. Haley used this on her Angel Shelf Sitter, the Believe one, and it was really pretty. So we're going to use that tonight. But I need a makeup sponge. Let me go grab one. Hold, please. Let me go grab my makeup sponge. And then we might distress this a little bit. Like we might sand it down. Now, why do you wipe off before you paste? Like, why did I wipe the wood? Because a lot of times with the wood cutouts, is I use MDF. So MDF, you know, has glue in it. So when the machine cuts, some of that glue gets back on top of the wood and it looks burned, right? The cutouts look burned. They're not burned. There's just glue on top of them. And so I wipe the glue off so that way it doesn't cause discoloration with your paint. Because if you leave that on top, especially with white, it will yellow white. I'm trying to see if I can show you on here. I wiped it off pretty well. But like right here where it's scored, you can see, hi Renee, you can see where it's a little yellow. That's because there's glue. There was still glue on the top of it. You just want to wipe off the glue. Okay, here we go. Ooh, y'all, this color is gorgeous. You're going to need this. You are going to need this because I said so. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. From Florida. Well, welcome on in, Renee. I hope you're having a fabulous night. All right. So I'm doing my best to keep the blue obviously on the top of the wood and not getting it on the inside because I don't want that blue to be on the inside of the frame because we'll see it. Okay. So bossy. I'm bossy? Should I do it to wipe off wood? If you're purchasing wood cutouts from someone who uses a laser, yes. I can't speak for everybody, but for me, I do recommend wiping it off. It does help. It does. Hi, Robin. Oh, is it because I said so? I don't know. Probably winter blue. I am nice, Renee. I mean, I try to be as nice as possible. I mean, everybody has their moments, right? Oh, see, Maria, I forget what I say because by the time y'all see it, it's like 15 seconds later. There's like a delay and I forget what I say. You can tease me all you want to. I'll just blame you. All right. Oh yeah, this is gonna need another coat. I probably should have thinned it out just a little bit, but let's dry it and do another coat. This would be easier if I had my jar. My jar hasn't shipped yet, but once we get it, we're gonna use the heck out of that color. But you have to grab the color of the month before the 15th or before or while supplies last. And in November, Chalk is having Black Friday deals all month long. So make sure if you go to the Chalk website that you check out the sale tab. I think majority of size A's are all 50 to 75% off. There's some surfaces that are on sale. There's a brand new like 3D snowflake cutout. The color's really pretty. I like this color. Like, I like it a lot. I'm going to add a little bit of water because I am using paste, not paint. So it is a little bit thicker than like your traditional like acrylic paint. I should have thinned it out the first go around. But this is really pretty. I really, really like this color. Really like it. All right, y'all. Question of the night. What did y'all have for dinner? What did y'all do? What did you eat? Tell me. I have not eaten yet. I'm probably just going to order something. I know. That's bad and so expensive. I need to go to the grocery store. Again, something else I don't have time for. Oh, Cheryl, you're so sweet. I try to be as nice as possible. I mean, you know, we all got to start somewhere. And I'm always open to questions. So if you're like, I don't know how to do that, or what are you doing? Or you're like, I don't understand this process. Feel free to ask questions. If I don't see your comment, there's several ladies in the chat who have been with me for a long time or even just a short amount of time, but they know the answers. So if I don't answer you, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just I didn't see it. Roast beef, potatoes, gravy, and mixed veggies, BLT chips, peanut butter, and oh, Patty, that sounds so good. You know, I might have that for dinner because that sounds delicious. That sounds really, really good. Chicken tacos. Ooh, yum. I love tacos. Tacos are so good. Okay. We're going to dry this. And then what I'm going to do is, because I still was a messy painter, I'm going to go in and we're going to fix the inside edges because I don't want that blue to be on the inside edge. Ooh, yay, Dolores. Ham sub. We just had breakfast. Y'all, Miss Cheryl's in a whole different country. She's in a whole different country and she's still hanging out with us. All right, let's chalk the transfer, and then we'll decide if we need to distress. Kind of what I'm thinking now is, what if we distress in a distressing crayon instead of like sanding it down? Robbie, how are you feeling after your accident? I just remembered. I hope you're feeling okay. It is a pretty blue, Michelle. It sure is. All right, I'm just going to go through. I'm going to wipe down the blue that I see because sometimes the paste can still be wet. And then I go put my fingers in it and I get it everywhere. All right. Woo, y'all, look at that blue. She pretty. Ooh, this is going to be really pretty. Okay, so this is the club transfer. So in your club kit, you're going to get the transfer, you're going to get your accessory, you're going to get something blue and black and white paste, and it's $25.99 and it comes to your door every single month. But before you become a club member, I highly recommend, if you love all things chalk, to become a Perks member. You save 30% off of absolutely everything, plus you get 30% off of your club kit every single month. So sign up for a Perks member. It's $20 a month. You get that back in a product credit to use within 30 days. And then you can sign up to be a club member. And it's going to be, I think, I don't know what 30% off of $25.99 is, but it's like around $20, I believe. I could be wrong. I just take a baby wipe. I am going to clean it up. I am going to clean it up with a black marker. Did you see the VIP group with the bowls? I did not see her comments. She kept, so when we were shrink wrapping this, or I say this, when Shelly was shrink wrapping the mixing bowl sign, she kept calling them bathtubs. She kept calling them bathtubs. So, okay, not the most important step, but one of the important steps before you start chalking is you want to use some surface wax. Okay, the wax is going to add a protective layer on top of the paint you put down. Because if you take this and you just slap it right on here, more than likely what's going to happen is when you go to pull it up, the stickiness on the back is going to pull up the paint. And we don't want that. So there's two steps. You're going to apply a little bit of surface wax. You don't need a ton of surface wax, okay? And you can over wax. You'll know if you over wax if you chalk your transfer and it comes up patchy. Either you over waxed or your paste dried in your silk screen, okay? Did I see your comments? For what? On here, Miss Lynn? Or where? Then the next step you're going to want to do is fuzz, which how the heck am I missing fuzz cloths? I have like 8 in here. How is that possible, Alex Dawson? Well, shoot. Unless someone took them and washed them, which is very likely. Oh, no, right here. I found them. Okay, I'm not going to use the gross one. That's okay. I'll get it off in a little bit. I'm doing okay. My arm is doing okay. The doctor had looked at it today, and when pulled off the bandage, it hurt bad. But now, oh no. Well, I'm glad you're doing somewhat okay. Yeah, so it's 2 separate pieces, Dawn. So this will sit on top, and we'll glue this guy to the back. Yes, you can definitely overwax. I've done it before. It happens. If you overwax, don't stress. You can just clean your transfer, lay it back down, and chalk over it again. Now, the step I'm doing now is I'm fuzzing, okay? Now, wherever you see through it, there's a tiny little mesh silk screen. And wherever you see the green or the blue, it's sticky, okay? You want to fuzz because this is a sticky thing, right? And you're about to put it on top of some paint. And sometimes when it's sticky and it's really sticky, it will pull up your paint. So that's why you wax and that's why you fuzz. So you just need to fuzz. You need to fuzz quite a bit with a brand new transfer like this one. Sometimes after you use a transfer a handful of times, you don't need to fuzz anymore. I've done that before and it's been fine. So we're just adding a little bit of lint to the back using a fuzz cloth. Okay. Hi, Leona. Everyone always tells me, what size is your fuzz cloth? Because mine is so much smaller. I don't have another fancy fuzz cloth. This is just the regular Chalk Couture fuzz cloth. It's just the camera angle. Okay. So we'll move that over there. So we painted our backer board, right? So on the board, on the backer board, there is an engraved, non-engraved. That's okay, Sandra. I'm glad you're here. There's a scored line, okay? That is there intentionally for you to help you line up your transfer so you're not playing a guessing game of, is it centered? Do I have it right? Because this piece is obviously bigger than our transfer because we need it to line up on here. So there's a scored rectangle in there for where you need to put your transfer inside those lines, okay? Does that make sense? Or am I just like yapping away? All right. We're going to push this down and we're going to make sure that there are no air bubbles. You want this totally flat. Okay. So here's my next question. Should we use a matte black or should we use a shimmer black? What do y'all think? Should we have some sparkle or keep it matte? And this, oh, y'all look how cute this is. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. What do y'all think? Shimmer or matte? And then I probably need to glue this glue. I need to paint this in the blue, but we'll do that later. What do y'all think? Shimmer or matte? Shimmer or matte? Sparkle. I think the shimmer would look pretty. Okay. All right. So we're going to use shimmer shadow. So in your club kit, you're going to get the matte black, but I'm going to use a shimmer shadow, which has glitter in it. Okay. It has a bit of a shine. Something I wish that they would come out with is a metallic black. That's something I wish chalk would come out with, is a metallic black. Okay. So this is shimmer shadow. I'm just going to use what's in the lid and we're going to chalk the whole thing in the black. Okay. Now you could take this and you could get really detailed. You could do the trees a different color. You could do the snowman, anything like that. I'm just going to keep it really basic, really simple. And we are going just to apply this shimmer black all over. Okay. And wherever you see through the transfer, you're going to see the white background. Okay. You want to make sure that that is covered up with the black. Now, here's the thing. If you are new to chalking, you can't take your sweet time, right? You got to work fairly quickly because if you take a long time, what can happen is your paste can dry in your transfer and it can look patchy. I've shown y'all how to do the paste and peel method if you're doing multiple colors or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to go through, I'm going to pick up all this extra paste that is sitting on top of my transfer. Okay. We don't want this paste on here because 1, it wastes it. But then 2, if you leave it on there, it can make your transfer, your design, look a little fuzzy because there's just way too much paste on the transfer. So what I'm doing is I'm just picking it all up as much as I can. Okay. Let me wipe off. Hi, Sue. I'm going to wipe off my fingers. And we're going to peel this up. Ooh, y'all, look at that. I tried to, oh, yeah. All right. And there it is. What do y'all think? I don't know if you can see the shine or the sparkle in it. Trying not to stick my fingers in it. But there is the shimmer black, the shimmer shadow. I don't know if you can even tell, but it's sparkly. All right, we're gonna clean this, okay? Hi, Shelly. How are you? So to clean it, I'm gonna use regular water. I think there's actually bottled water in this. But water, spray it with a little bit of water, and with black, what I recommend to do is to spray it with water, take your baby wipe or your wet wipe or a paper towel and wipe up all that extra black, okay, before you take your board eraser to it. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, LD. I'm running out of water here. All right. I'm going to wipe this down. So I'm using a board eraser. This really helps get the transfer nice and clean. We're going to turn it over. Look away. Actually, I'll just use a baby wipe. I was going to say look away if you don't want to see my dirty fuzz cloth. All right, same thing. We're going to spray it with water, but I'm not going to use a baby wipe on the back. Okay, I'm just going to use my board eraser. And the reason I don't use a baby wipe is because sometimes that can wipe off the adhesiveness or lessen the adhesiveness. So I don't recommend it. I just recommend your board eraser and some water to wipe off the back. Wipe that down. Ah! And then look away because I'm going to pull out my gross fuzz cloth. Hello. Wipe all this off, all that extra water off. Like so. Because these are reusable, y'all, so you do want to take care of them. And I have a feeling we're going to use this one a few times this month. So I wiped off the back, I wiped off the front, and as you can see, the black did stain a little bit. It's a-okay. Okay. I'm going to take the transfer or the backer sheet. There's a yellow side and a white side. You're going to do the white side to the sticky side. Whoop. And just line up your edge as best you can. Push down. And it is nice and clean for us to use again. And just because it's a little black doesn't mean it's ruined. It's just a little stain. You just want to make sure that you get all the paste out of the silk screen. Ooh. All right. Let's pull this back out. Let's dry this. And then I'm thinking our base needs to be the blue. I think I'm going to paint this in the Something Borrowed color. And y'all, Miss Jennifer is talking about the backer. She's talking about the backer on the transfer. That's what she's referring to. Just to clarify. All right, we're going to put that to the side. Let's paint our base. All right. And then I'm just going to use I was going to say my toothbrush. It's not a toothbrush. My paintbrush. That's what she's referring to. Just so you all know. Oh, Jennifer. I don't mean to laugh, but oh, I think I do mean to laugh. All right, so we're just gonna take our, so there you go. All right, getting this on here. This is the stand, the base for the shelf sitter. So remember, this is the shelf sitter that I've created. So this one is going to be available on my cutout site. It is 25% off tonight, plus the extra cutouts are 25% off. I'll give you a number to claim here in just a second if you want this. Okay. Let me dry this. How do I always make such a mess when I'm painting? Is it just me? So my something bar is pretty much gone, so I'm going to throw that away and just hope that my jar comes in very soon. So let's dry this. Hi, Linda. And then we're going to take a black marker and we're going to clean up the edges here in just a second. And then all we're going to do is glue it together and then we're going to be done. So comment the word November. That'll get you the link to everything I'm using. If you want to grab anything. All right, so we're going to take a black Mr. Pen and I'm going to clean up the edges because I don't want all of the paint on those edges. And someone was talking about, oh, that's how you wipe it off. Even though I wiped it off, it's still there. So I like to use a black marker just to clean up those edges to make it a little bit finished. Yes, if you do put the transfer on the yellow side, it will stick extremely well and it can ruin the transfer. Okay, so we cleaned up those edges there. I'm going to take my window pane and we're going to do the same thing. I'm kind of wondering if I can find my snow text and add some snow to the window pane. What do we think about that? So I'm just cleaning up all these edges. And I'm going to do the same thing on the inside. So I definitely don't want... No, it's just a permanent marker. It's a Mr. Pen chisel point marker. I've used chalk markers. I've used paint pens. Whatever works. Just something to clean up those edges. Okay, looks good. All right, I think we're good. The backer, yeah. Gotta be careful. That's for dang sure. Okay, let me see if I can find my snow text. And hopefully it's not dry. Yeah. Ooh, should we use some snow text on this? I think maybe we should glue it first. Let's glue it first and then see what we think. Ooh, y'all, look at this. What do y'all think? I love this. So here's my question. Should we add a little bit of the fake snow or should I go in and sand down the window pane? What do y'all think? And like we could add just snow like here and like here. I don't know. I've only used this once. The fake snow. Hi, Diane. Hold on. Let me get the link for you. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Found it. Copy. All right, there's the link for the liquid glass. I don't remember who was asking for that. Leona, there's the link for the liquid glass. And then here's going to be the link for the fake snow. And we're going to try this. I haven't done this in a hot second. So if it looks like poo, we're not judging. Okay. There's the link for the snow text. All right. So here's the thing when you're doing this. You want to make sure that this backer piece is lined up to the top edge. Okay, because you need this piece right here to hang off so it fits in your shelf sitter. If you glue it like this, there's no stand for it to fit on, right? So we've got to make sure we have this little slot or that little edge open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, I'm going to say liquid glass, my Stick Fast. I got way too much, and I'm just going to go around the edge. And we're going to line this up. I don't know yet, Miss Lisa. I haven't figured that out. I was just thinking on the edge of the window frame. I don't know. We can wipe it off if we don't like it. All right. So what I'm doing is I added my frame, and then I'm putting it face down on the top edge to marry up the sides, so that way this little extra slot can fit inside our shelf sitter. Yeah. So in the end, it will look like this. It'll stand up and it'll be a little shelf sitter. So with the club kit, you'll get the hanging option, and then on my website, you can purchase the standing option. What do we think? Do we like it? I love it. All right, we're gonna add fake snow. I need my little spatula. This guy. Now, if we don't like it, we can wipe it off. I'm a little nervous. Should we do the snow? Yay or nay to the fake snow? Let's try it, and if we don't like it, we'll wipe it off. How about that? I don't know if I trust myself. All right. I don't really know how to use this. I've only ever used it one time. All right. So far, okay. Ooh, yeah, the sky being blue. Yeah, you could totally change this up and do all sorts of different colors. Y'all, and I'm not... I mean, I've only ever used this one, so I'm just kind of... Oh! Adding it where I think... If you're a fake snow expert, I will gladly take Any suggestions? I don't think this is going the way that I expected it to. Y'all. Do I need to wipe this off? Put snow under the snowman. I don't know, y'all. We'll see how this turns out. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I do. I am petrified of it, Miss Linda, because I don't know. I've only ever used it one time on like a really small project. I'm gonna wipe this off because I don't like this up here. It looks like, oh my gosh. Oh, y'all. A paintbrush? Okay. Let me try that. Oh my gosh. I just made a huge mess, y'all. It's okay. Paintbrush. No, don't wipe it off. Too late now. Oh, yeah. That's better. Hold on. Oh, that's so much better. Whoever said to use the paintbrush, you're a genius. Swipe it like you're painting. No, it looks good. I'm just trying to like build it up in the corners. I don't know if I like it on here. Ooh. Okay. Paintbrush is a lot easier. It gives it more of a textured look than the spatula. There we go. Yeah, it's way too gloppy down here, so I'm gonna... See, y'all, we all have to learn sometime. There we go. Yeah, that was some thick snow. This is gonna be so cute. Ooh, I like that idea, Sandy. Ooh, y'all. I was just trying to add it to the window, but I kind of like it. I love this. Okay. We're using the fake snow. Now that I've learned a little bit better how to use it. See, y'all? I'm on here and I'm trying all the things, so then that way you can be like, that is what we're not going to do. We're not going to copy Alex on that one. Oh my gosh, I love this. I know, I'm having so much fun. Y'all, if I was still using that spatula, imagine, just imagine. There'd just be like globs of fake snow everywhere. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is so fun. Add a little bit to the trees. I really just, like I said, I really just wanted this. Probably like a stiffer brush would be a lot better than what I'm using. But y'all, this is fun. I really am getting into it. Hi, Teresa. Well, it's something new. It's something fun. I'm just trying to spruce up the pane, the window pane. Thanks for all the hearts. This is cute. Thank you to whoever suggested the brush. So much easier than the terrible method that I was using. Okay. If you don't have snow techs, you need to get some. I see these in Hey Hey's giveaway in our near future. All right. Ooh, I love this. There we go. That gives a little bit. This might not be everybody's style, and that's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings if you don't love it. We're trying something new, so it's not going to be perfect the first time. You know what I mean? All right. I might have added too much, but I really like it. I actually really, I really do like this. Okay. Now, what do y'all think of it with the snow? Thanks, Diane. We're using the club transfer, Miss Lorna. So this is the club transfer, and then the cutout is something that I put together. Ooh. What do y'all think? I don't know how long this takes to dry. Probably 24 hours. Oh, see, if I read the directions, it says to use, well, it says to use a palette knife, which I was using. I don't know. Ooh, diamond dust. That'd be cute. That would be adorable. Okay, so here it is. So you can only grab the transfer by becoming a club member. Okay. But there it is. So this is my take number 1 on this month's club. Okay. The cutout is going to be, it's 25% off tonight. So if you want the window pane cutout like this, so it'll come with the stand, the backer board, and the window frame. It's going to be 25% off, making it $12 tonight. So if you want this cutout, you can comment the number 100. It is 25% off. That includes that. The price does include that. Or you can grab it here. Let me grab the link for you. The snow texture does it. I think the snow texture does a great job. Okay, so there is the link for this. This one is number 100. It's $12. All you have to do is comment and I'll add it to your invoice. And then if you want the snowman and the sled cutouts, these are going to be $5.25 tonight for the pair. And you can comment the number 200 for the snowman and the sled. So $12, number 100. Number 200 is the snowman and the sled for $5.25. Okay, or you can just go to the website and place your order that way. got it. I will work on invoices. I haven't sent out invoices from yesterday, but I will get those sent out probably tonight or tomorrow morning. But there is our cutesy little club. What do y'all think? Do y'all like the snow? I think I really like the snow. I know Haley's probably going to Amazon and ordering it right now. So if you do want the link to the snow text, which is what I use to create the fake snow, here is the Amazon link to that for the snow text, okay? All right, y'all, I'm going to hop off of here. I'm going to go switch out the laser and ship some more orders, but we're going to love this club. Yeah, I'm so excited you love it. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your night. I will be live probably tomorrow. I'm going to try to go live during the day tomorrow, doing another chalk project. And then we'll have some more nightly claims tomorrow evening as well. Thinking of boho stuff. Can you use the frame if you use sled? No. No. I mean, you could, Marcy. You would just have to glue it on top of there. But it wouldn't be like flat like this is. Does that make sense? No, these are just like separate, like if you want to make this on something else. But you mean you could try, absolutely. All right, y'all, have a great rest of your night. I will see all of you beautiful ladies tomorrow. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.